A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. In the wild and lawless days of the early United States, the masked rider of the plains led the fight for justice on the frontier. Outlaws and hostile Indians, road agents and rustlers learned to fear his daring and resourcefulness. His strength and courage were always on the side of right against might. He defended the principles of democracy. He blazed the trail for the winning of the West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver. We're heading for the Bartee Ranch. There's going to be trouble. Hi-yo, Silver! Hooray!
As Judd Tobias approached the corral on his Bartee Ranch, the half-wild mustangs behind the timbers shied away fast. They cut toward the far corner of the corral, their nostrils flaring and their eyes rolling. And when Tobias stepped through the corral gate, closed it behind him, and uncoiled a long, snaky whip he held in one hand, the horses stamped the ground and squealed in terror.
Yeah, you ornery mustangs, I'll learn you. I'll teach you who's boss of this spread. I'll whip it till you can't tell where the brands begin and the whip marks leave off. I can wrangle any horse in the whole territory. I'll break your spirits and tame it till you won't...
Wait just a second there, Mr. Tobias. I thought I was a horse wrangler around here.
Get out of the corral, Springer.
I don't relish nobody taking my job from me, mister.
Get out. This here's my ranch, ain't it?
Sure. Only seeing as how I brung them Mustangs in off the rangeland, don't you reckon I ought to gentle them to bit and saddle?
I don't like your methods, Springer. Get.
Now, the way to make a good saddled pony is to treat him like a friend.
You take too all-fired long.
Maybe I take my time, but...
There's the gate. Get through it, savvy. I aim to wrangle these horses my own way. There ain't a horse I can't ride or break or beat or...
Oh, wait, that ain't the way to do it, using a whip.
I'll use whatever I please, like this.
Why, you ornery...
Oh, it's that way, huh, mister? Well, maybe you need a taste of this here whip yourself. I'll show you.
I had enough. Get out of this corral.
Let go of my neckerchief. Let
Come
go
on,
of
Tobias, outside the corral. There. And now for that whip of yours.
Hey, give me that whip.
There. There's your whip. I'll pick it up.
You broke it. You broke it in half. Why, you no-good horse-rustling bronco buster, I ought to
I
beat
wouldn't
you.
reach for no gun if I was you, Mr. Tobias. I'd beat you to the draw easy.
Why,
Daniel, what's wrong? What's happened?
It ain't nothing, Liza.
But the way you're standing, both you with your hands near your guns, and that whip lying in the dust. Mr. Tobias, ain't that your whip?
Your husband done that. He'll pay for it.
Liza, get out of the way. Out of the way till this here matter's settled for... Liza!
Now I got you.
Oh, Daniel, he was going to shoot you.
He had his gun out of his holster already. Liza, he had his gun out.
Leave that gun on the ground, mister.
You shot the gun out of my hand.
I did. I saw you reach when this man's wife was so close to him he couldn't use his gun arm.
It ain't none of your business. You're masked.
Don't move.
You're an outlaw. Get off this ranch.
You want it?
You better do like he says, masked man. He owns it. Thanks for helping out.
You think you can handle him yourself?
This sidewinder? Reckon I can, mister.
Very well, then. Adios. Come on, Silver.
Hey, that hombre's got a horse I'd give a lot to put my brand on. Oh, no, you don't, Tobias.
I don't aim to shoot, Springer.
Yeah, not when you ain't got a chance.
But I'm telling you to make tracks.
Sooner the better.
You get off my ranch and stay off. You'll be off inside of 2 hours, or by heaven, I'll shoot you for a trespasser.
2 hours is all I need. Just hand me my pay. And
I ain't paying you nothing.
What?
You heard me. I'm paying you no wages. You broke my whip.
That ain't worth half a month's pay.
You're getting no wages.
Why, you know...
Oh, Daniel, no, don't.
Liza, this skunk can't get
Please,
away.
Daniel, for my sake, no shooting.
All right, Tobias. You're plumb lucky my wife's got a forgiving nature. If it was left to me, I'd beat you to the draw and send you to the dust. But regardless, well, Liza and me are pulling up stakes. We're leaving the Bar T. But savvy this before I go, Tobias. If I ever hear of you mistreating them Mustangs, I'll be back.
We ain't forgot nothing, Daniel?
Liza, I wish I hadn't let you talk me out of shooting that snake.
And have you hang for it?
Nobody'd hang me for besting Tobias in a fair fight.
Oh, besides, bullets don't settle anything.
Hello.
Who's that?
It's all right, Daniel. One of them's a masked man, the one who helped us before.
Yeah, he's got an engine with him.
Hello, Springer. Hi.
Howdy, masked man. Injun.
Glad to see you again. Hey, hold on. How come you know my name, mister? I don't recollect it was mentioned before.
When I left the Bar T Ranch, I went east with Tonto. We called on Lazy Jones.
Lazy Jones, huh? He owns the Rippling River outfit, don't he?
He gave me your name, Springer. He says you have a reputation as a good bronco buster and horse wrangler.
Oh, ain't none better than Daniel.
Now, what do you intend to do, Springer?
Well, I reckon me and Liza are going to head for Towanda. It's a right good-sized town. Ought to be able to pick up enough work to keep us eating regular.
Lazy Jones is looking for a horse wrangler.
You mean you'll give Daniel a job on the ranch?
I had my fill of ranches.
But, Daniel, Lazy Jones has a fine reputation. Outside of living up to his name. Oh, a ranch is a much nicer place to live than a town. The Rippling River Ranch. Oh, Daniel, that's fine.
No, Liza. I made up my mind after what happened at Tobias's place. We're heading for Towanda.
Masked man, can't you do something? Daniel's so bullheaded sometime he don't even know what's best for him.
Springer, do you think you're a good rider?
Me? Well, mister, that's my trade.
Could you ride Silver here?
Why not? You're riding him, ain't you?
Springer, I'll let you try to ride Silver on one condition. If he throws you, you'll take that job at Lazy Jones Ranch.
You loco, mister? He's already broke the saddle.
Nobody rides Silver. Let's masked friend say so.
There ain't no horse that particular. I'd sure like to ride him. Finest piece of horseflesh I ever seen.
Then here's your chance, Springer. But if he throws you...
Mister, I'll take that gamble.
All right, Silver. Here's a new rider for you.
Easy, steady, boy. Sure are plenty of horse.
Masked man, what's the use of this? Daniel can't help but ride your horse.
And don't be too sure, Mrs. Springer.
Your horse is big, but he looks so gentle. It should
You not worry. You go to Lazy Jones, right?
Hey, mister, ain't you going to blindfold Silver till I get into the saddle?
That won't be necessary. He'll stand still till you're on his back.
Sure sounds easy. I'll have to shorten the stirrups a bit. I ain't as big as you are. There we are. All set. Mister, you still think I can't ride him?
You'll take that job if you can?
Why, I'd bet you money I can ride your horse. Look how easy he stands. Ain't even shying away from me.
I won't bet, Springer, but just remember the terms.
All right, mister. Now, here I go. I'll show you how to ride.
Injun, what on earth are you grinning about?
You watch, you see.
All right, horse. You try to get me off.
Get rid of him, Silver.
He's a rich, snorting catamount, but I'll ride him. I'll ride him all the way.
Now, Silver.
Yeah, my name's Lazy Jones. Lazy Jones. Name my spread the Rippling River 'cause that's the way I feel. Take things nice and easy like a rippling river. I hire me good hands so I can take things nice and easy. I'm lazy and I don't care who knows it. Now, what can I do for you?
You can give my husband a job.
That's all? You look kind of scuffed around, young fella. Something happened to you?
Go ahead, Liza, laugh. Reckon I deserve it. Yeah, mister, I got throwed from a horse.
Well, that's happened to plenty of gents.
You don't savvy, mister. Bronco busting's my trade. I'm a horse wrangler.
Reckon you can't be very good letting yourself get tossed in the dust.
Say, I'm as good a wrangler as any west of the... Oh, I guess you're correct, mister. Guess I ain't so good.
Daniel didn't want to come here in the first place, Mr. Jones.
Call me lazy, ma'am. Lazy. It sets a heap better than mister. If he didn't want to come, what fer's he here, then?
I promised to Jen if I couldn't ride his horse, I'd come and hit you for a job.
You promised to... Hold on there. I'm beginning to savvy. What's your other handle, Daniel?
Springer. Daniel Springer. Well, if it's that funny to you, I'll just...
Now, hold on, son. Kind of quick-tempered, ain't you?
Come on, Liza. We ask him now. Let's head for Towanda.
Daniel Springer, huh? So you took the masked man up on that bet, huh?
Mister, what's so funny?
Oh, your husband, ma'am. Son, there ain't nobody ever rode that horse willing, except the masked man. Sure, I'll give you a job here, but don't you feel low for what happened? I reckon you don't savvy who that gent was.
I'm beginning to wonder.
Daniel, that was the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger? No wonder I couldn't ride that horse.
Him like you say, me go to Ripplin' River Ranch many time. Springer, him all right.
Perhaps I've been worrying too much, Tonto. It's been at least 3 weeks now, hasn't it?
That right.
Masked man, Injun!
What that?
It's a woman, Tonto. Mrs. Springer, is anything wrong?
Oh, you gotta get after him, mister. I didn't know Daniel was heading for town, not till Lazy told me.
Yes, I heard that. But what's wrong about going to town?
You don't savvy, mister. Daniel's been hearing talk from folks passing along the trail. Talk about Tobias and how bad he's treating them Mustangs of his. That's why Daniel's gone to town to find out if it's true. And, mister, Daniel took his gun.
Here, Silver. Now get back to the ranch, Mrs. Springer. On your horse, Tonto.
Steady, Scout.
How long ago did your husband leave for Towanda, ma'am?
Oh, 3, maybe 4 hours ago at the least, mister. You'll have to hurry.
3 or 4. After me, Tonto. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
Hi-yo, Silver! Hooray!
Yes, Springer, it's just like you've been figuring. Every word of it.
Why, that yellow whip-slinging, horse-beating...
Now, easy now. Easy. Don't raise your voice. Yep, Tobias has been using a whip on them Mustangs till you'd want to bust out crying, Springer. It's a sin and a shame.
Hell, that settles it. I'm going to do it.
Huh? You mean it?
First night when there's no moon. I'm going over to the bar T and let all them Mustangs out of the corral. Let them run wild, back to the hills.
Well, that's the same as horse stealing.
I'm setting them free.
Springer, if you're caught...
Oh, I ain't asking for company, Purdy. If you don't want to help me, I'll do it myself.
Daniel, I'll be glad to help you. Seeing as how the law can't stop Tobias from whipping his horses, I'll help you set him free.
Keno, Purdy. The first night there's no moon. Now, don't mention a word about this, Abby. I'll get in touch with you later.
I'll be waiting, Springer. Adios.
Howdy, Tonto. I seen you coming in by the door.
Oh, ye. You come, huh?
Sure. I was just getting ready to leave anyhow. I reckon Liza's a bit worried about me, but she needn't be.
Friend wait outside with horse. Who that you just talked to?
Just a friend. Fellow named Purdy.
Oh. You sure him friend?
Who's that? Don't reach for your gun, Tobias. It's me, Purdy. Got a little news for you. Just seen Springer back in Towanda.
Well?
Springer thinks I'm his friend, savvy? He's all worked up about the way you whipped them wild Mustangs you got.
Well, that sounds more like it, Purdy. I've been figuring how to get even with that hombre. I don't like him. So he finally came to Towanda, huh?
Yeah, he's gone back to the Ripplin' River, Tobias.
What? I thought
But
you
it's
said
all
he...
fixed for me and him to empty your corral real soon. And all you got to do then
I'll
is...
be waiting with a loaded rifle to pick him off. When?
The first night there's no moon, Tobias. Guess there's nothing nobody can do to you for shooting at what looks to be a horse thief, huh?
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. Tobias was finally able to perfect a plan to get rid of Springer when he learned that on the first night without a moon, the Wrangler would try to free the Mustangs in Tobias' corral. The next morning, near the corral.
You hit it smack center, Tobias.
Yeah, reckon I'm a right good shot, huh?
Oh, slick as a whistle.
It'll be a plumb line cinch to place a bullet through Springer. He's a lot easier to hit than this. Look at them Mustangs scare. I swing my foot and they run for all they're worth across the corral.
Yeah, they're sure scared to death of you, Tobias.
A whip takes the spunk out of 'em, Purdy. There ain't any horse I can't break, not any. Put that corral gate, too.
It's closed. Everything's all set then?
Yeah, all set. Now get your horse and slope out of here pronto.
Yeah, I'll get back to the Wanda and hang around there the same as always.
You'll be right on hand there when Springer shows up, savvy?
Yeah. Come here, horse.
Whatever Springer does, you do likewise. Only you stay a little bit behind him, Purdy.
As far behind as I can. I don't hanker to have you shoot me instead of Springer.
Not a chance. I'll be right at the entrance to that corral. There won't be more than a 15-foot shot. You better vamoose.
Right. See you after the shooting, huh? Get up there.
You figure so, eh, Purdy? It'd be heaps smarter for me to take care of them both. That way nobody does any talking. The poor fool is getting ready for his own funeral.
The full moon is followed by the three-quarter moon.
Masked man, you scared me.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Springer. I've gotten so used to walking silently, I didn't notice. I see you have an almanac.
Daniel was looking at this, masked man.
He was?
Mm-hmm, last night after he came back from Towanda. He turned up the lamp and fetched it out. Mighty odd, don't you think, for a man to be looking in a book that time of night?
He was looking at this part of it?
This very page.
I see. Here's where he made a mark. It's at dates when there will be no moon at all. And this date here. That's tomorrow night, isn't it?
Yes.
Keep an eye on your husband, ma'am, especially tomorrow night.
Masked man.
Yes?
The way you say that. You think there's going to be trouble?
It's always best to be prepared. Adios. Springer has something on his mind. I wonder if he really means trouble.
You see, woman?
Yes, Tonto. Steady, Silver.
You think there's trouble coming, huh?
Well, there's trouble in the wind, Kimosabe. We'll have to learn what it is and do our best to stop it. Tonto. When you went into the cafe to get Springer last night, you say he was talking with someone?
That's right.
You don't know who that man was?
No. You got plan?
I don't know, Kimosabe. I don't know what we're going to do.
That night, the moon was a thin sliver in the sky. Dan Springer stepped outside and looked up at it.
No, not tonight. Still a moon out. Tomorrow night. The almanac said no moon tomorrow night.
That you, Daniel?
Yeah, Eliza. I'll be right in. That's it. Tomorrow night, when there's no moon.
The next night, the blackness of the sky showed only a scattering of stars. There was no moonlight to throw shadows across the plain. Dan Springer carried his boots in his hand as he crossed the living room and stepped outside. Not until he was halfway to the rippling river corral did he stop to slip on his boots.
Easy, boy, easy. Steady now. You and me are taking a little ride.
And a few moments later...
Get up, horse. We're heading for Towanda. Get up. Stay right there, horse. It won't be long. Purdy.
Who's that?
Open the door. It's me, Springer.
Come on inside.
If you're ready, we can start traveling right now.
No. First come inside.
All right. I don't feel much like waiting.
Let me light the lamp. There.
What's eating you, Purdy?
You come straight out from the Rippling River?
Sure. Got my horse outside.
Nobody seen you leave?
No. What are you looking at me that way for, Purdy?
I thought I seen someone snooping around my cabin, Springer.
What's that got to do with us? This here's Tawana. It's a town. You can't stop folks from walking around.
Yeah, but I don't
Now, look here, Purdy. If this is some kind of trick to give you an excuse for backing down...
You didn't tell nobody what we planned to do, did you?
I did not.
Not even your wife?
Least of all, her. She'd stop me quick in a wink. Now, are you coming or not?
I'm satisfied, Springer. Sure, I'm going with you, sure.
It's more like it.
It's just that I thought there was someone prowling around. But I reckon if you told nobody, there couldn't be nobody prowling around, huh?
You better get your clothes on. It's a long ride to the bar, T.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. Oh, so you got your holsters strapped down.
Just in case.
Yeah, we'll set them Mustangs free to roam the range, huh? Tobias won't know who done it.
Will you hurry up? They might find out I've gone. Hurry up.
Springer's gone, masked man. We come as fast as we could. I ain't never gone so fast since I got in the way of a stampede.
You warned me, masked man. I should have been more careful.
Do you know how long ago he left?
Oh, I can't say for sure. I think that...
It's the engine.
Tonto, you came from Tawanda?
You come quick.
What is it? Did Springer meet that man again?
Him named Purdy. Him and Springer go to Bar T.
Oh, Daniel, he's going to the bar tea.
Engine, that sure sounds like grief.
Them plan to let Mustang out of corral, set him free.
Good for them. Them horses have been whipped so much they deserve freedom.
Hold on, Lazy. I agree with you that the horses deserve the open range. But this is no way to do it. Besides, who's this man Purdy?
I don't know.
Purdy? A stranger to me.
What do you think of him, Kimosabe?
Like Tonto say afore. Me not like Purdy. Me think him bad man.
I see. Tonto, I'll trust your judgment. Lazy, Tonto and I are going after Springer. And we're going to find out what this is all about. Have we got much time, Tonto?
They got plenty head start, Kimosabe.
And we'll have to make up for it by speed. Stretch those legs, Silver, old boy. Cover the ground.
Get him up, Scout.
Faster, faster. Hi-yo, Silver. Hooray!
Them Mustangs is kind of skittish. Guess they can smell me. Good thing Springer can't. Got my rifle right handy and corral gate's no more than 15 feet away. Steps. Somebody coming. The corral gate. It's opening. It's them, Springer and Purdy. Single file walking right into line with my gun sights.
Mustangs are at the other end, Springer.
Not so loud.
Purdy, the poor fool. He don't know I'm going to shoot him, too. Now, Springer, this is...
What the? Oh, no, you don't. Get his gun, Tonto.
Let go, me. Let go.
What in tarnation? The masked man.
Let a van move, Springer. You and me, we...
Don't move, Purdy. Stand where you are.
Masked man, what's this all about? What's Tobias doing here?
Rather ask what you're doing here, you trespasser.
Tonto, you see Purdy doesn't leave.
Him try to go. Bullet follow him plenty quick.
Springer, you came mighty close to dying with your boots on.
You mean Tobias was waiting here for me?
Yes, with a gun. He knew you were coming to free the Mustangs. And there's only one answer to where he learned that.
Mister, I begin to savvy.
Now, stay away from me, Springer. Stay away.
Not now, Springer. You can decide what to do about this later when your wife and Lazy Jones arrive. And the same goes for Tobias.
I ain't committed no crime.
You attempted murder.
You can't prove nothing. I was just protecting my property. Man's got a right to do that.
Your property, huh? Those Mustangs in this corral got mighty poor protection, judging by the whip marks they have.
Springer was going to let 'em free. He was...
I have an idea they will go free, Tobias. I have an idea you'll set them free yourself.
Huh? You gone loco?
I've heard that you say there isn't a horse you can't tame. Well, there's one horse you can't. Here, boy.
Silver.
We're putting Silver in that corral with you, Tobias. You can have your whip. We'll tie Silver's stirrups up out of the way,
I
and
ain't
then...
going to do it. I ain't getting in no corral with that horse.
You'll have your whip, Tobias. Silver doesn't mind. Do you, boy? We'll get busy just as soon as the others arrive.
This Cheers one time. Even a lazy man like me don't mind sitting on a corral rail instead of stretching in a bunk. Send the white horse in, masked man.
Yes, send him in. I'll whip that white hide off his back.
He acts mighty tough with a whip in his hand.
All bullies do, Mrs. Springer.
It's getting light. We can see better.
Go on, masked man. Send Silver in.
Is Silver ready, Tonto?
Big fellow, him ready.
Open that gate, Purdy.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Silver, old boy. Get in there and teach him a lesson.
I'll show you, you white stallion. Out!
Missed him.
Did you see that? Silver slipped aside like lightning. Try again, Tobias.
I'll show you. Take that.
Him not hit Silver.
All right, Silver. Get him now, boy. Show him.
Look out there. Get back.
Oh, Daniel, look. The white horse is forcing Tobias back.
He ain't touching him, but he's sure scaring him to
He's
death.
got him crowded right in with those Mustangs.
Get him away from me. I give up. Let me out of the corral. Let me out.
Look, Kimosabe. Silver him lead Mustangs to gate.
Look at Tobias grabbing for the fence.
Save me. Get him away from me. Get that white horse away from me.
You're all right now, you coyote. But look at them Mustangs of yours.
Yippee! Look at them travel! You'll never catch them horses again, Tobias.
And it serves you right. You can't blame nobody but yourself for their getting away.
Let him go. I don't never want to see a horse no more. Let him go.
Mister, you couldn't stop him. Oh, it makes me weary just watching him cover the ground. Tobias, I reckon you won't need to be sent to jail. 'Pears to me you learned your lesson, and the Lone Ranger sure is a good teacher.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away! The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger, Incorporated.
You've been listening to the OTR Gold Network. Find more classic radio at otrgold.com.